Whoa, okay, Aster just dropped 10% in a single day and people are already panicking like it's over. But I've been watching the charts and something about this move feels different. Welcome back to Goldrush Crypto Daily, your go-to source for real crypto talk. Today we're diving deep into AsterDEX, Aster, and trust me, the headlines are wild. One article says Aster's crash is exactly what it needs before a bounce to $3, maybe even $4. Another one's talking about a bullish butterfly harmonic pattern flashing reversal signals. So we're gonna pull up both articles live, react line by line, and I'll break down what's real, what's noise, and what could make Aster one of the stealthiest plays heading into Q4. Quick reminder, if you appreciate these deep dives, smash that like button early so YouTube actually shows this to more traders like us. Alright, let's dig in. Why Aster price could hit $3 despite crashing 10% in a day. Alright, let's start with this one. AsterDEX, Aster, dropped over 10% in the past 24 hours. The altcoin now ranks as the second biggest loser. Okay, second biggest loser sounds bad, but in crypto, the biggest loser on a red day often becomes the biggest winner once sentiment flips. Classic volatility setup. The crash was mainly attributed to the broader crypto market weakness and whale sell-off. Ah, there it is, whale activity. Whenever you see that combo, market weakness plus whale exits, that's textbook short-term pain, long-term setup. I've been saying it. When whales move, they shake the tree so retail lets go of their coins. Two major investors sold about 17.86 million Aster valued at $22.88 million. That's a serious chunk. And yes, that kind of liquidity dump can absolutely crush a daily candle. But what matters isn't just what they sold, it's who's buying those dips. Whales sell to someone. And lately, that someone has been patient accumulators. One whale sold 58.61 million tokens for $92.25 million on Binance in the last week. Huge move. That's not your average influencer wallet. But think about it. They're exiting near 150-160 range after a long run-up. So short-term bearish, sure. But if Aster truly has network adoption behind AsterDEX, those tokens will get redistributed fast. The other whale sold 8.28 million Aster, bought them at $2.03, sold at $1.25, about a $6.5 million loss. Wait, they sold at a loss? That's actually super interesting. When whales capitulate underwater, that's often the tell that we're near the end of a down cycle. Smart money usually cuts when sentiment is bottoming out. We saw the same kind of thing in SUI earlier this year. Whales sold heavy into the dip, only for SUI to double the following month once pressure released. Despite the crash, analysts still see a potential run to $3 before year-end. Boom, there's the bullish meat. A 10% drop followed by a double or triple potential move, and that's why I say volatility is the price of admission in crypto. $3 isn't unrealistic if this fractal holds. Prediction models show Aster following a steady fractal since launch. A fractal just means the pattern repeats at different scales. If Aster's current leg mirrors its earlier post-launch move, this correction could literally be wave 2 of a larger Elliott wave sequence. Think breathe in, breathe out before the next leg up. The model suggests a dip below $1 could be the reversal point. There it is, the sweet spot. Everyone hates that sub-$1 zone, but that's exactly where long-term players quietly load up. I've seen it over and over. Aster led the top 20 trending coins on CoinGecko this week. Now that's bullish. You can't buy community and trending #1 above Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's social conviction power. You don't get that unless traders believe the project's story, even through pain. When Solana was trending back in 2021 during its $30–40 range, people laughed it off, and then it ripped 10x. Not saying it's identical, but it rhymes. In conclusion, the 10% crash could be the drop needed before a reversal to $3. Exactly what I was thinking. Short-term fear, long-term setup. The article nails that bullish, washout before reversal logic. So what's my takeaway here? We've got panic selling from whales, heavy on-chain activity, and strong social conviction. The fundamentals? Still intact. This feels like a healthy flush before a bigger move. But let's see if another publication backs this up with technical confirmation, because if the charts agree, we could be staring at a real setup here. Stick around, you'll want to see what the second article shows. Quick pause, guys. If you're vibing with this breakdown, hit that like button so the algorithm knows you're a real one. And drop Aster Army in the chat if you're still bullish through the storm. Aster, to surge ahead. Key harmonic pattern signals. Potential upside move. Alright, this one dropped literally the same day. Let's see if it lines up or calls BS on that $3 prediction. Bitcoin and Ethereum slipped by over 1.5% with $900 million in liquidations. That's massive. When 600+ million of that comes from longs, you know the market's cleaning house. No surprise Aster caught some collateral damage. Following the trend, Aster declined 6%, but a harmonic pattern hints at reversal. Now we're talking. Harmonic patterns, like the Bullish Butterfly, are one of those setups that sound fancy, but really they're just mathematical symmetry that helps spot exhaustion points. It's where traders look for a bounce zone. Aster appears to be completing a Bullish Butterfly pattern. For anyone new, the Bullish Butterfly forms when a series of retracements and extensions line up with Fibonacci ratios. When the final leg, point D, hits the potential reversal zone, PRZ, that's often where trend shifts from bearish to bullish. The D point is forming near 10142s and Aster is already showing early recovery. Oof, that's tight. 1.01 as reversal zone matches the $1 support mentioned in the first article. So now two independent analyses, one fractal-based, one harmonic, are pointing to the same zone. That's convergence. Traders love that. 15-hour MA sits around 1.2153 hours, a crucial short-term resistance. That's our confirmation trigger. If Aster breaks that level with volume, we're likely in the early stage of that butterfly's flight, which targets the 1.37 to 1.60 range first. That's before even talking about the bigger $3 macro target. We saw this exact structure in PP's reversal pattern last summer. Same bullish harmonic, same breakout through short MA, led to a 70% move in days. The bullish scenario remains valid as long as Aster holds above 1.01. Clear invalidation. Love that. Always good to know where your thesis breaks. 1.01 is our line in the sand. Anything above that? Bullish structure intact. A breakdown below would extend downside before recovery. Fair enough. No pattern is guaranteed. But again, if the fractal and the harmonic both agree here, the probability leans in favor of a rebound. Alright, so CoinsProbe basically just gave us the technical backbone to the sentiment we saw in Article 1. The fractal said bounce likely around $1, and this harmonic pattern says reversal likely around $1. That's alignment, and alignment equals confidence. Add trending metrics and whale capitulation. You've got the recipe for a bullish turnaround. So what's really happening here? Here's my take. The market periodical captured the sentiment story. Whales dumping, traders fearful, but community still pushing. CoinsProbe added the technical confirmation, harmonic pattern, reversal zone, and price targets between 137 and 160 short term. Combine those, and here's the likely play. 1. Short term, accumulation zone between 1 or 120. 2. Mid-term, breakout confirmation around 122, 130. 3. End of year potential, $3-4 range if momentum and Bitcoin dominance align. From a trader's perspective, this screams buy fear, sell greed. I'm not saying go all in, but if Aster holds structure here, it could easily lead the next alt rotation. Personally, I'm watching for that 121 breakout. If we get clean volume above that 15-hour MA, I'm adding to my position. If it breaks below 1.00, I'll wait for confirmation again. Simple as that. Remember, small caps tend to lead sentiment recoveries before majors. So Aster trending top 20 during a market dip? That's often a tell. So, which article do you think nailed it better? Was it the Market Periodical's sentiment-driven take or CoinsProbe's technical analysis? Drop your thoughts down below. I'll pin the best comment after the video. And hey, if you found this breakdown valuable, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because I'll be tracking Aster's price action live this week. If that breakout happens, you'll want to see it in real time. Remember, this is just my opinion based on what I'm seeing in the data and charts. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research, manage your risk, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Crypto moves fast, but the prepared move faster. Thanks for watching Goldrush Crypto Daily. I'll see you in the next one. Stay sharp, stay golden.